Happy Valentine's Day, you did it all the good way. You took me to the seaside, my eyes were open wide. And you said, I love you little bird, and I want to spend my life with you.
Hello, it's me again. I'm sorry that I didn't do what I refer to as a real vlog last week. I got caught up, and then I got caught up in the excitement of reaching my 40 pounds lost marker, which was super exciting. If you didn't see my ridiculous happy dance, then feel free to go back and take a look at that. That was a big deal for me because 20 to 30 pounds was like, all right, that's pretty good. But I feel like anything over 40, I mean, I've never lost any more than 20 pounds in a go, so I've doubled my past efforts. And yeah, it's really exciting to have like a noticeable, like I feel like 40 pounds, I can see differences now. I definitely feel differences. Clothes are fitting differently. I don't know if you can see this. This is my Sesame Street shirt, and it says, all my homies are from the street. And I love this shirt. I bought it like 3 years ago at a Target in the States. I saw it and I loved it and I had to have it. But they didn't have any in plus sizing. It was all in regular sizing. So I just grabbed the extra large and I didn't even try it on. I was like, it'll probably fit. It did not. Well, it fit, but it didn't look so good. It was like skin tight. And now it fits perfectly. So, what I wanted to talk about this week is the topic of support and encouragement. When you're trying to lose weight, it is so important to have support and encouragement from other people. But I know that I'm really, really lucky because I would say 99% of my family and friends have been ridiculously supportive. And I live with my fiance, and he is amazing, like amazing. This is a man who loved me at my highest weight, told me I was beautiful every day, has just been such a dream partner. And a lot of times when you decide to make these kind of physical changes to yourself, partners can get nervous. I've asked Patrick flat out, are you going to feel intimidated if I lose all of this weight and if I look, because I'm going to look completely different than I did when I met him. And he's like, no, of course not. Like, I love you. I love who you are, not what you look like. I mean, I do love what you look like, but that's not why I love you. So I'm very lucky in that I have somebody who's very supportive and who tells me all the time, you're doing so great. I'm so proud of you. I know that's not the case for everybody. But I do have a little bit of experience. It's funny when you do this because you are going to find that some people who you would think would be really supportive aren't necessarily as supportive as you would have thought they would have been. And some people who you didn't even occur to you were listening or watching your videos or reading your updates are the ones that reach out to you. It's just so touching. It's so touching to think that, sometimes you feel really alone when you're doing this, and when you've struggled with your weight and when you've struggled with your self-confidence for as long as I have, to have somebody, electronically even put their hand on your shoulder and say, good for you, you're doing so great, I'm so proud of you, means the world. I haven't gotten responses from certain people that I would have thought I would have heard from just because, or that would have commented or said anything just because of how close our relationship is. You have 3 choices when you run into people who don't care or flat out haters. You can cut them out completely. You can ignore them, move on, or you can make an active choice to reduce the amount of time that you spend with those kind of people. I find there are people in my life who I've shared my new goals with and I've shared my new ambitions with, and I'm still getting some people who are responding like, oh, well, I don't think that's possible, but good luck. that's a negative person, folks. That's negativity. That's not about you. That's not them not believing that you can do it. That's them believing that they can't do it, that put themselves into that situation that they can't do it. What people say about you is never about you. It is always 100% of the time about them, about how they feel, about their own insecurities, about how messed up their own life is. I know, I'm sure there are people out there who think that I'm bragging, or, oh, there's Courtney making a spectacle of herself again. She's always got to be the center of attention. Yeah, I know you talk about me behind my back. I've heard that shit my entire life. I do like being the center of attention. Thank you very much. I do like putting myself out there. That's my personality, and I'm not going to apologize for that anymore. If you don't like to watch me, if it annoys you that I'm the kind of person that lives out loud, that lives publicly, then don't watch my videos. Don't be on my Facebook page. So don't listen to the haters. They're not talking about you. They're lashing out because they're mad at themselves. I'm not saying that it's impossible to do this without support, because I don't believe that anything is impossible if you really work hard enough. It's a lot more difficult without support. So if anything, if you can reach out and find even just one person who's going to say, keep going, you're doing so good, good for you, or who's open to listening to you talk about it and isn't just sitting there like, when you talk about it. And if they're it means they don't give a shit about your process, and therefore don't bother talking about it with them, because you're just wasting your breath. Find somebody who actually cares, find somebody who's interested. If you don't have anybody like that in your life, there are other ways that you can find people to support you. One of my greatest arenas of support is the sparkpeople.com website. That's the website that I use to calculate my calories, to log and track my calories, to input my fitness, and just to reach out to other people who are going through the exact same thing, or who have gone through the exact same thing. So if nothing else, check out sparkpeople.com. My other suggestion would be you can do something like this. Start a channel on YouTube and just put yourself out there. I know it's scary because there's so many little trolls and haters on YouTube, but anybody who's going to hate on you for trying to better your life, what does that say about them? So don't be afraid to come out on YouTube. And last but not least, if you're trying to do this, if you really want to do this and you don't feel like you've got anybody in your court, I'm in your court. I'm on your side. If you ever need to talk to somebody about your struggles, if you have any questions, if you just want somebody to listen, I'm going to put my email address down in the description, but it's watchcourtneylose2012@gmail.com. Drop me a line. If you know me, if you're watching this and you're, somebody who's on my personal Facebook profile, you can message me on Facebook. If you have my phone number, you can text me anytime. I really want to help other people to know that you don't have to feel desperate or helpless or hopeless. You can do this. You can do anything. So if you need somebody in your court, this girl's in your court. I'm on your side. I've got your back. So don't ever feel like you're going through this alone, because all you have to do is reach out. Somebody will be there for you, either myself, somebody out on YouTube who's also got a weight loss blog that they're doing, and the sparkpeople.com website is absolutely fabulous for finding like-minded people going through the same thing, who want you to succeed as badly as they want themselves to succeed. At the end of the day, I really do want to thank every single person who watches these videos, even if you don't click like, which I would really like if you did, even if you don't subscribe, which I would really like if you did, even if you don't make a comment, which I would also really like if you did. I really appreciate the fact that every day I go into my YouTube account and I look at my stats and I see more subscribers and more video views, and I just feel that support. Even if you don't follow through with any of those other 3 items, the fact that you took some time out of your day to watch one of my videos is incredibly encouraging to me. And to all of the people who are a part of Watch Courtney Lose on Facebook, I don't even know what to say to you people anymore. What is with the emotional stuff? Jesus, my woman times are over. But it means so, so much to know that people care and that people are rooting for you. So, I'm not going to get emotional like this every time I freaking say thank you. This is ridiculous. But thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I love you, and I will talk to you soon. Mwah!